Hello everyone, hope you're doing well today. I'm the Desert Claw and welcome back to the channel. And if you're here, hit the like button and subscribe for more content. So, I've been a little behind on Black Clover and yesterday I got caught up. And the last 2 or 3 chapters have been very focused on the anti-magic demon. And this chapter we got the most amount of backstory for him that we have ever seen in the series. And basically, he is Asta's stepbrother, from what I can see. Let me explain. So he goes through in this chapter and he shows what the devil world is like. And there's a giant hierarchy system in the devil world. The most powerful at the top and the weakest at the bottom. And because there's basically nothing to do in the devil world, they just pick on the weak all the time and so on and so forth. And he was not only small, but he also apparently has no magic, just like Asta, which raises a lot of questions on his power set or how he got it or whatever. So in one panel, it shows him getting thrown to the top of the devil world at Devil Gate, I guess. And because, in his words, he says, because he has no magic, he went right through it and went to the human world. And his first experience was that humans treated him just as badly as the devils did. And you kind of get some panels showing that. And then you see him pass out because apparently like magic knights came after him. And when they say magic knights in the panel, so I'm assuming this is in the Clover Kingdom, unless like the Spade Kingdom has their own version of magic knights prior to the Dark Triad taking over. I don't know. I'm not really big on the lore buff on that side of things of the other kingdoms, so maybe we'll get some more information on that later. He wakes up to a woman, and she looks just like Asta, and says that he should become her kid. And the reason why is, and she shows in one panel that her magic ability, well, not her. Wait, there's a confusing part. She actually has 2 abilities, I think. The first ability is to store objects that don't have magic, I guess. Maybe I read that wrong. And the second one is her body, not necessarily her magic power. Her body sucks life and mana out of living creatures. And because the anti-magic demon is either a demon or has no mana, doesn't affect him at all. And so she asks him to be her kid. And then we get this panel, which I have up here on the screen, of them just doing all kinds of happy stuff, running around, doing some fishing, sleeping together, making a snowman. It's cute. It's, the anti-magic demon whose life has sucked since the day he was born, just like Asta, except Asta at least had loving, I guess you could call him, surrogate parents of the church and all his friends. Even though he got made fun of for having no magic, he never got beat down. So the anti-magic demon, whose name is Libe, I think it's how you pronounce it. I think her name is Leticia. I'm not too sure how to pronounce it. I'll have to wait until the community kind of comes down in an actual saying. She gives him the name Libe, so he could have a different demon name. And a lot of people, especially like the best channel that does Black Clover predictions, Anime Balls Deep, has a theory that his name is Roth, and Asta and him become Astaroth, which is a demon out of demonology. Anime Balls Deep has an entire video where he goes through all these old demonology texts, which I think is so cool that he went through all that just to make that video. Anyway, so she calls him Libe, and then one day he gets possessed by a Lucifero. And Lucifero says, I'm glad that I looked in this world as long as I did to find this demon, because he's trying to find a way to come into the human world. Libe says in a previous panel that all demons are so bored, on top of hurting the other lower classes in the demon world, they want to get to the human world to make a Black Clover grimoire, basically. Just like the devil that happened in the Elf Arc, Zagrid, I think his name is. Is it Zagrid? I don't know. It's been a while. I have to go back and reread it. So he gets possessed by Lucifero, and he cuts off more than he's bargained for. He asked his mother, Leticia, if it's his mom, we don't know yet, her power starts sucking the life and the mana out of Lucifero, and he starts flipping out. And then as a reaction, Libe cannot control himself because Lucifero is a much more powerful demon in the hierarchy, at least at this state in his life, because he's just a young child at this point. And because Lucifero's life force is being sucked out, he attacks Letitia and wounds her gravely. And then she has the 5-leaf grimoire. I think I left this part out. She had it saved in a bottle, which opens up a bunch of questions. The Black Clover subreddit and Anime Balls Deep have asked this question because there's now 2 separate timelines that's being explained in the manga. There's the Nero or Sekirei timeline, and now this new timeline that the anti-magic demon Libe is showing us. Because I believe Sekirei said she only was asleep for 20 years or something, and that's not adding up to this account of the case. So there are 2 theories now. This is Asta's mom, or this is Asta's ancestor. And there are questions, too, of where did the anti-magic demon get his anti-magic? Because her powers are clearly that. She not only sucks mana out of people and cancels it out, but end life force. And other members of the community have pointed out when Asta went first Black Asta, the trees and grass around him were dying. So there may be more to this than meets the eye. Maybe Asta and Libe, if that's the name we end up going with, maybe them 2 together bring out both these instances, and he has an ability. I'm gonna do some of my own Anime Balls Deep prediction magic here. I don't know if it works, but what if Asta innately, without the anti-magic demon, is the one who's canceling out the mana, but anti-magic demon's power is the one to imbue that with objects. So without the anti-magic demon, Asta's power doesn't work. I don't know. Like there's something missing from this. So anyway, back to what I was saying. She unloads the 5-leaf grimoire out of the bottle, and she seals Libe inside it, hoping that he'll get strong at one point. And then there's a very tiny panel that shows her leaving a baby at a church, I think. And she says, "I'm not going to make that mistake again." So she wanted to save her second son, if that's what we're going with. And then you see the anti-magic demon wants to kill all demons, and you get this side of the story. So I think the community, and especially like Anime Balls Deep, for example, they've been able to kind of predict where the story has been going very well. It's been for really good entertainment. But now Tabata has thrown like 3 or 4 different curveballs at the community. And we don't really know where this is going. Obviously, more will be explained next week, but I think we're going to get more backstory on Anti-Magic Demon, but Asta himself will still remain a mystery. We can assume now that if this is his mother, that maybe her power sucked out his mana, and that's why she had to leave him, because she thought she'd kill him. But we don't know that yet. This might not even be his mother. We just don't know. We don't know where the Anti-Magic Demon got his power. He states he has no magic. And now he has magic that's similar to this woman's power. What happened? We don't know. And it's clearly insane, and it's super awesome. The more unpredictable your story is, the better. Not only does that make secondary comment where we can all make theories even fun, because so far the theories have been pretty on point and pretty linear, but it seems like Tabata as an author doesn't make mistakes when he does his predictions. So we're probably going to learn how the secondary timeline and this new timeline intersect. It seems like she was living near Hodge Village. That's what we're all speculating at this point. So it's anyone's guess. And the connection between Asta and Yuno, because they were found at the same time. That's from what I remember. So it's just all over the place. And I'm super excited where Black Clover is going. Like, Fire Force has been my favorite manga, and it still is in terms of like overall mystery and quality, but Black Clover is my second, and I can't wait to see where Black Clover goes. So yeah, that's what happened these last 2 chapters. I can't wait till next week's chapter. I will probably do this format for Black Clover going forward, because I can do them within my live stream just to save time. So if you like my little, I don't know, summary of these last two chapters, let me know. And leave a like and subscribe for more content. And once again, I'm the Desert Claw, and you all have a good one.